played at Wembley and played Crystal Palace's first 2 Premier League games. So it's not like the guy wasn't fit. It's not like the guy couldn't run or something. He could easily started that game, even if he only had 4 or 5 training sessions. And I think that's the difference with like my manager and yours. My manager is always willing to take a risk. My manager is always willing to try to do something different. You know, and even like, you know, people might laugh at this, but this is just an example. Even like bringing on Chiesa as an example, right? Like you bring on Chiesa against Bournemouth. He ends up scoring the winner. Okay, Chiesa is not someone that, if I ask Arsenal fans right now in the chat, would you take Chiesa? None of them are going to go like, yeah, give me Chiesa. No one's going to say that, bro. But guess what? The manager puts trust in him and he plays him. Rio Gomoa, a youngster, scored the winner away at St. James's Park in the WWE game. He scored the winner as a kid, literally. So that's what I'm saying, bro. Like, I actually think Arsenal didn't lay a glove on us, and all their XG came from set pieces yet again. You can play defensive football. No one will fault you for it. But you can't play defensive football and your outlet with Jokeras, Eze, Odegaard, these players is set piece. You just can't. You need to have a system and a style for when you get the ball, counter-attack.
The style is hoof it. Rocket launcher football. Rocket launcher. But 6 years
honestly, you know why Arteta wanted Sesko now. Because he's better in the air. It was perfect for rocket launching.
He'd be a good dictator. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. He'd be a good dictator. He'd be ready for war. Rocket launcher.
Did you play Modern Warfare back in the day?
Modern Warfare, yeah.
You did? Remember? Do you remember the noob tube?
Yeah.
when he used to click left on the thing, and the machine gun just did this, and all of a sudden it's like there was this weapon called Thumper on Modern Warfare 2. As soon as you got it, he's like, so many controllers broken, man. Good days. The problem is that doesn't work in a football.
Back in this though, like it doesn't even make sense. He did a double pivot in preseason of Norgard and Rice. Then he done Moreno and Rice, or Norgard and Moreno, and I'm like, what are you doing? Like, where is the creativity from deep? I just don't understand it. I don't get it. Zubamendi was only good for 1 game, and that was against Atletico Bilbao. Bro, we have been playing rubbish. All the Arsenal fans are telling you, or telling everybody, calm down, it's only 3 games. We have been playing this shit football for at least a year. Like, there was a time where the defensive football was a lot more structured, and there was actually some patterns of play. There is no pattern of play. And then with the excuse about Odegaard and Saka, we was looking rubbish even with them in the team. I can't even identify what kind of football we're playing apart from rocket launcher, because I don't see any patterns of play. You've got
United away was the first indicator, by the way. You don't even need to go like to this game. United away was the first indicator. How are you allowing Man United to be better than you from a football perspective? I know people are going to tell me, yeah, but we won, it doesn't matter. No, actually it does matter, because performances do matter in phase 6 at the start of the season. Because performances is what build you up to get to a certain level. And even Leeds, actually, before you scored that set piece, you weren't really like cooking or anything. Like we were dreaming on my watch along, like what if type shit. The problem for you is Northside. I know you that deep down you actually want your club to win. But here's the thing I want you to understand. This is not gonna end anytime soon. Because I have a bomb for you. Liverpool are gonna sign Olise next summer as the Salah replacement. And we're looking at signing Adam Wharton. And we're going to get Mark Guehi in January or next summer. Enjoy, mate. It's gonna go on for a while, brother. You got me. The 80s are back, baby. Let's go. The 80s are back. Zier, cry more. Go read Bayern Space. And he was the same guy that told you VIDS is signing for Liverpool. And he's the same guy that told you Diaz is going to Bayern. So, yeah. Big up, though. Nice one. Cry more. Olise to the Reds. Vamos.
Well, you got me there. I got Madueke there. This is what I mean, bro. Like, it's done, bro. Like, it's fully depressing supporting this club, man. Honestly, if I had no shame, if I had absolutely no shame, I'd just swap team. I real talk. I just swap. I would not support this club.
Who would you support? Liverpool?
Yeah, it would have been Liverpool, because I hate Man United. And obviously, I hate Chelsea and I hate Tottenham. It probably would have been Liverpool, yeah. It would have been Liverpool.
We're cousins. But your cousin is taking everything you've ever dreamed of. That's the problem.
I can't be bothered. I can't be bothered anymore, man. Like, and just seeing the excuses, bro. Like, honestly, like, I don't.
I will tell you though. I will tell you something though, and I'm being honest with you right now. I'm not even bullshitting. Honestly, bro, I'm seeing it turn this season like never before. Like, I'm seeing people who are extremely pro Arteta criticize the fuck out of him on all platforms. On some of the platforms that you don't even like. You know this. Like, shit is changing now. People are tired. People are completely tired. By the way, lead judges.
They're tired after 6 years and $1 billion. Do you see how slow these people are?
Even like the likes of lead judges, I'm hearing him criticize Arteta. I'm like, yo, like, okay, shit is actually changing. Like, people are actually completely changing their opinion. And rightfully so. Because, Habibi, you have all the ingredients. Have you ever watched MasterChef?
No, I've not watched it. No, I know I've heard it, but I've never watched it.
I've watched MasterChef. You know, like they give them a mystery box, and it's a mystery box challenge. And underneath the mystery box, there are certain ingredients that they got to cook with. Sometimes in certain challenges, some people in the kitchen get like canned food, and the others would get like premium ingredients. The ones that get canned food sometimes make better meals than the ones that actually get like the premium ingredients. Now the problem is, Arteta opened up the mystery box. He has steak. He's got potatoes, he's got pasta, he's got rice, he's got everything he needs. Like, all the top-notch ingredients are there. As a matter of fact, I take it a step further. I know that Mo actually asked me this question, and I answered it in this way. He asked me, let's go back to last season, August. I give Liverpool Arteta, and I give Arsenal Slot. Who would win the league? I told him I think Arsenal would have won the league. Because I imagine Arteta asking Salah to track back, playing him right wing back and shit. And I imagine our attacking patterns, because our strength was our attack last season. And I just know for a fact we wouldn't have won the league. 100%. Meanwhile, I know that if you get an offensive manager, Arsenal will actually cook going forward. And there's proof of this. My own manager. Slot is not an upgrade on Klopp on paper. 100% he's not. No one can sit here and deny it. Because some people will come tell you, like, if we sack Arteta, who do we get, Hussam? Okay, good question. But here's the thing that I want to explain to you. Just because you sack someone doesn't mean that you have to go get a manager who's on paper better than him and it could work. By the way, just so you know, you get Iraola, you might win the league. Even with Iraola. Because Slot on paper is not better than Klopp. And he still won the league. Pellegrini on paper is not better than Mancini. Mancini at Inter did a 5-peat. 5-peat. They got Pellegrini, they won the league. You get me? Not every time an upgrade on paper means that you're going to win the league. Yeah. I think you need a manager that will unleash these players. And actually, it works because you're so good defensively. You're actually very good defensively. And this is something that even the Arteta outers will never deny. The defensive structure and shape is there. You're so good defensively that if you attacked, you actually have the weapons at the back to stop other teams from attacking. And there's always a straw man argument go like, Northside, what if we attacked Liverpool and we lost 3-0? Okay, what if you attacked us and won 3-0? Then what? Then what? And if I'm an Arsenal player right now, and I was saying this, and this is coming into sports psychology, and I know Northside know exactly what I'm talking about, and a lot of people in the chat will agree. If I'm Saliba, if I'm Gabriel on Sunday, we just lost to Liverpool 1-0, and I'm laying down on my bed. I look at my phone. Isak to Liverpool. Here we go. How do I feel in that second? Sometimes I ask myself genuinely, like, as a player, how would I feel? Just sat there going like, we just lost to these guys 1-0. They're already Premier League champions. They just brought in Alexander Isak, who scored against Liverpool and City and Chelsea and Arsenal and all the big games. And I just sat there going like, shit, they just signed this guy after winning a league? Like, I think some of the Arsenal players might have like mentally checked out already.
Bro, we went into the transfer window and Saliba was the talk of the town about is he going to go to Madrid or not. His contract renewal talk has been silent, bro. I don't think he wants to stay here. He's just been quiet. You know, players do the political thing. Listen, we're not going to kick up a fuss. We're going to make it seem that we love the club. We're happy. But you can confirm your happiness by signing a contract. I'm happy that he didn't. Gabriel, yeah, he's a loser. And if Saka signs a new contract as well, he's a loser. Why would you want to dedicate yourself to this club? 6 years, you don't win anything. You're seeing Spurs lift the Europa. You're seeing Newcastle lifting Carabao Cup. You're seeing flipping Crystal Palace lifting a cup as well. Come on, bro. It's a joke. We are not looking any better. And as a player, yeah, you talk about player psychology. A player knows when the team's got momentum and when they're playing well. We don't have momentum and we're not playing well. So what trust do they have in this manager? Every
Agreed.
single time they look at this manager and it's knockout football, they're looking at this manager and we're getting kicked out the cup by 10-man Man United. We're getting kicked out of the Champions League by Bayern Munich. We're getting kicked out of the Champions League by PSG. After this manager said, we know all their qualities, we can match their qualities. They don't trust in this manager. When you look at Arteta every time it's knockout football, bro, long throw-ins against PSG. That was our response in the second leg. Come on, but that's embarrassing, bro. What kind of tactics is that? You've got the players there. Imagine what Eze thinks looking at Moreno starting over him in the 10. In the 10. Ethan, that's been putting up good performances from last season, holding bench. Dowman, holding bench. Holding bench to Martinelli. Come on, man. Like, honestly, man. And any player that re-signs a new contract, I'm sorry, you're a loser, man. Do you know what I'm saying? You're a loser. To stay at a club that's winning nothing, you're a loser. You're a loser. Why would you dedicate the rest of your career to a manager like this? Odegaard was injured, and you bring him on in the 70th minute. This manager's on. He's on drugs.
Man. The Saliba thing must have rattled you after the game when you found out that he knew he was injured.
Well, he played Odegaard injured, and he played Saliba injured. What are we doing? But he did this last season. Ben White injured, started the season playing rubbish. Start him, gets injured. Saka at the start of the season, as soon as the season started, pre-season, I was already saying, this guy looks injured. This guy don't look himself, gets injured. But we can see it. Hussam, I'm tired. The manager is poor in every aspect. The way he's dealing with Saka and Odegaard, he did this with Partey, pushing him on the pitch when he was injured. The substitutions are like for like substitutions. Yeah. And when he does make the right substitution, they're late. The team lineup. You tell me one team lineup that you've seen from Arsenal so far that's been correct. They've all been poor team lineups. He can't
Leeds,
get the lineup probably. Even against Leeds. Didn't he start with Martinelli? Bro, he's still starting players that shouldn't be starting. Bro, I can't lie to you. I'm just done with this. I'm done with this manager. Like